There are many things about the Soviet Union that people still argue about. But there's one thing almost everyone seems to agree on: ice cream. People who lived in the USSR often say the same thing. It tasted better, more real, not like today. But was it actually better? Or is that just nostalgia talking? To understand this, it helps to look at the facts. Ice cream production in the Soviet Union was strictly controlled by the state. Everything was regulated under something called GOST, a national quality standard. These standards defined exactly what could go into the product: the ingredients, the proportions, the production process, and manufacturers weren't supposed to deviate from it. Classic Soviet ice cream typically contained milk, cream, sugar, and natural flavorings. No vegetable fats, no cheap substitutes. That alone already sets it apart from many modern products. But it wasn't just about the ingredients. The technology mattered too. Production was standardized across the entire country, which meant the taste was consistent. A plombier in Moscow tasted the same as one in Siberia or the Far East, and that's something unusual even by today's standards. The most famous type was plombier: dense, creamy, rich in flavor. It could contain up to 15 to 20% milk fat, which made it feel thicker and more rich compared to most modern ice cream. So yes, from a technical point of view, it was a high-quality product. But there's another factor that often gets overlooked: availability. Ice cream wasn't something people consumed every day. It wasn't everywhere. It wasn't constant. For many, it was a small event: a walk in the summer, standing in line at a kiosk, choosing between a waffle cone or a chocolate-covered bar. That moment mattered, and this is where memory comes in. People don't just remember the taste. They remember the context: childhood, summer, carefree moments, and all of that gets attached to the product, which makes it feel better than it might have actually been. So is it a myth? Not exactly. Soviet ice cream really was made with strict standards and simple ingredients, but its legendary reputation comes from a combination of two things: real quality and human memory. Because sometimes what people remember isn't just the product. It's the time in their lives when they experienced it, and that's what makes it feel special. So the real question is, was it truly better? Or just remembered that way?